What's going on, YouTube? How y'all doing tonight? Fair Play here, and I just wanted to check in with y'all. It's been about 3 days since I've been on here to just have a talk. And yeah, it's about time for me to go to bed here, of course. But I wanted to come on and just, mention a few things that kind of crossed my desk the past few days. It's a lot of the same old news. We got the stuff with Jussie Smollett. We got the stuff with B. Smith. Of course, Wendy Williams' career is still up in the air. What else? What else is going on? Bow Wow trying to bully his girlfriend and everything, which I had an opportunity to see the video where he bullied her. And I can tell you right now, Bow Wow need his little butt whooped. Okay, that's one of the things I wanted to mention. I don't talk about Bow Wow often. Why? Because I don't care much for Bow Wow. I haven't liked Bow Wow in a long time. Bow Wow is unstable in all of his ways, and he really needs to get it together for his own sake. I saw the video that TMZ released of him being in the elevator with his girlfriend. What's her name? Kiyomi, I think it is, his on again, off again girlfriend. And I saw the way his little 4 foot tall behind was trying to bully this girl and back her up into a corner. And the first thing I thought was she should have took her purse and bopped him upside his big apple head. And he didn't have no respect. He didn't even care for the fact that was that a bodyguard that was in there with him? He didn't even care that this dude was in the elevator with them. He was still trying to show out and trying to throw his little weight around. I'm going to tell you right now, a man that little ain't got no business trying to jump at nobody like that. She really should have bopped him upside his head, And then the fact that he got her home and intimidated her and tried to attack her there, and she wound up whooping his behind. When she called the police, he took her phone, and him and a couple of his homies locked this girl in a bedroom, allegedly, and that's according to the 911 call that she made. And TMZ also released that phone call, y'all. So I was sitting there like, how could he keep the police from seeing her? Did he lie and tell the police she had left or something? I mean, what lie could Bow Wow could have possibly told the police that would have kept them from wanting to actually see her? How did he manage to keep this girl locked up in a room? Y'all see this kind of stuff, I just don't understand what's going on with these people. I just don't get it. But I'll tell you right now, if what she says is true, I know what we saw in that elevator. I know that was him trying to be a big little man. We know that. There's no way a man that little could have backed me in a corner. I mean, nobody backs Baby in a corner. Y'all remember Baby on Dirty Dancing? Nobody backs Baby into a corner. But let alone when we got home, he would have treated me like that. But let me tell you, if she goes back to him after this, if all of this is real, what happened after the elevator, if she goes back to him, I don't want to hear nothing else about it. If he beat the brakes off of her, I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Because he really showed his behind, y'all. He really showed his behind. And I just ain't got nothing else for Bow Wow. Even if I was thinking of liking him again, if I was thinking of trying to get some respect for Bow Wow, that right there, what I saw, did it for me. I'm through with Bow Wow. I'm through with Bow Wow. Okay, right now he's like roof to me. Seriously. Now that's one thing that pissed me off that I saw recently. The next thing, we all know about B. Smith. I talked about her last week, how her low down, dirty, trifling husband, Dan Gatsby, has this girlfriend, and how he done moved this woman into B's house and just disrespecting her name, dishonoring her in every way possible. Not just cheating on her, but he's dishonoring her. Well, it came out, I guess, last week or so, last Friday or whatever, that a friend of hers, a longtime friend, a blogger, a fashion, what is he? He's a fashion guru and a designer or whatever. His name is Paul Wharton, and he's been friends with B for a long time. And he went on to, what show was this that he went on? He was on ABC7's Good Morning Washington. And he went on there and he told them how he found out about about Dan Gatsby and this woman, Alex Lerner. He explained that he found out like last summer when they were in the Hamptons at like a pool party or whatever. And he showed footage and everything, which tells me that he's been building his case up against Dan Gatsby. He said he was going to hold on to this information. But now that Dan Gatsby has gone on a campaign to try to justify his relationship with this woman, and a lot of people are mad because she white. I don't care if she white, Chinese, Latino, or what. It's the fact that he's cheating on his wife with another woman. Of course, it's a real slap in the face when it's a white woman for a lot of people, and we understand why, because we know what the atmosphere is like over here in America where race is concerned. So I get that too. But he said he found out last year. He showed the video footage, and which to me, the way Dan was having fun and not caring what people thought tells me that everything that he's been saying is a lie. You know, when he started crying on that video, when he showed the video from, or when they have shown the video where he put B on a bus to send her somewhere by herself, knowing that she's Alzheimer's or that she had Alzheimer's, to me, I wonder if he wanted her to get lost on purpose. I wonder if he put on there on purpose, hoping she would get lost. I just wonder, because why would you put an Alzheimer's patient on a bus by themselves and expect them to reach their destination safely? I just, y'all, you can't tell me that man didn't put her on that bus with the hope of her getting lost or something happening to her. I just don't believe it. So anyway, this man, Paul Wharton, goes on to explain how after they left the beach party, like the next day, they went to some winery and they were having fun, and how they were sitting down at a table, I guess eating one day or that day, and B. Smith went to reach for something, and the girlfriend, Alex Lerner, reached over and popped her on her hand to chastise her, and he told her that she can't be doing that. And then he said on another occasion, him and Dan and Alex were sitting together, and Dan was complimenting B, saying she's the kindest, sweetest woman that he knows. And Alex literally got mad with him and popped him on his arm and said, how you going to say she's the sweetest, kindest woman that you know with me sitting here? She was literally jealous of a woman with Alzheimer's. That ain't nothing but a hussy, y'all. That's a whole move if I ever seen it. I don't like to call nobody no hoe. I don't even like to say that word too much. But what she did was pull a whole move. This woman ain't no good. She trifling. And like my mama say, she trifling. She just ain't no good. And neither is Dan. And the two deserve each other. And they going to get what's coming to them. Okay? And I'm just more disgusted with them today than I ever was last week when I talked about them the first time, y'all. I'm like, this woman literally chastising B as if she's a child, regardless of how she acts. That's still a full-grown woman that's older than she is. So if she popped her hand in impatience that day, there's no telling what else she's done to B. There's no telling. I just wonder, does B have some family members that have been trying to go and see her? I just want to know, because if she got some family members that care about her, if she does, I don't know, somebody did some research and they couldn't find any close relatives, but if she does, they need to go over to her house as often as they can and make the conditions so uncomfortable for that woman, Alex, that she literally leaves. You know, it's some of us black women know how to do that. We know how to get together and we know how to gang up on folks when we want to. And that's really what needs to happen, because I'm just concerned that she might be abusing her. I don't put nothing past her, especially after she expressed and showed jealousy and she showed impatience and she put her hands on this one. She didn't have to pop that lady. I don't know, y'all. I know that seems petty to some people, but I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. And so I'm really just concerned for B. Smith at this point. Dan needs his behind whipped, okay? Y'all, I'm telling you, it's so good I don't cuss like I used to cuss. Because there's some things I would say. It would be some things I would literally dog cuss Dan Gatsby right about now. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, those were two of the situations that I saw over the weekend. I was like, what in the world is going on? First is Bow Wow, little Rudy Poot. And here Dan Gatsby is allowing this woman to chastise B. Smith. And the woman is jealous of B. Smith. And he's just despicable is what he is. Okay, so I'm going to move on from that. But the biggest thing that happened this weekend, of course, was the 60th Grammy Awards that came on last night. Was it the 60th or the 61st, y'all? Anyway, it aired last night. I did see 90% of it. There were some things I didn't pay attention to because I just wasn't interested in them. Out of 10 stars, I give it about a 6. I don't usually watch the Grammys. This may be the second time I've ever watched it because they're always boring to me. I don't usually care for the selection of music and performances that they have. I love award shows. I like BET Awards. I like Hip Hop Awards. I like what used to be the Hoodie Awards. I like the Hip Hop Honors. Love the Soul Train Awards. I love my regular award shows, y'all. I even look at the VMAs from time to time. But that doggone, them Grammys, And last night kind of reminded me why. The best thing about it was Alicia Keys, who was a better host than I thought she would be. I loved her performance on the pianos when she played two pianos. That was good. And she played homage to like Lauryn Hill and some other singers with the different songs that she sung. I liked, let me see, I made some notes here, y'all, and I don't want to forget anything because I'm not going to go blow by blow and say who won an award and all that because I wasn't trying to get into all that tonight. Let's see. There was Diana Ross, it was very good to see her. For 125 years old, she looks really, really good. I want to know what her fountain of youth is because when I turn 125, I want to look just like her. All right? She's 125 years old, and she looks really good. Okay, I know she's 75, but y'all know what I'm saying. She looks good, okay? You had Cardi B, who gave a great performance. I'm not a big Cardi B fan. I don't listen to her very often, even though her performance did remind me a little bit of Nicki Minaj when I first saw it, of how she used to be. But she reminded me of Josephine Baker. I liked her performance. I think Cardi did really, really good. She was in her element. She was confident. And, you know, I think she worked hard and she deserved the Grammys. But what I didn't know is I didn't know Nicki Minaj had never won a Grammy. See, I told you I don't really watch the Grammys that often. But I could have sworn Nicki Minaj had won at least one Grammy. But I found out tonight she has never won one. She's been nominated like 5 or 6 times between 2011 and 2016. But she's never actually won a Grammy. And I was just blown away. So here it is, Cardi. Let me hush because I ain't trying to start no mess. Congratulations, Cardi B. You did good, girl. And I saw your husband out there licking his tongue out like he wanted to lick you. And that's the way a husband should look at his wife. They had a good time. She was in the background. She thanked the people. And she just seemed really humble, regardless of what I think of her music most of the time. I commend her for her hard work. And she deserved it. I really do believe that she deserved it. She went to the back. We know that Ariana Grande tried to throw some shade on Cardi B on Twitter. She would post stuff and then she delete her post, but she forgets that people screen capture these posts and they always wind up getting them anyway. So no matter how fast she tries to delete them, somebody already got them. Them vultures always get your posts when you get on Twitter. But she tried to throw a little shade because she wanted her ex-boyfriend, bless his heart, Mac Miller, to win. And she used the word trash in her tweet, and it was in regards to Cardi B, I'm sure, winning. And Cardi B mentioned, she didn't go off, but she mentioned backstage when she was having a good time after the Grammy Awards, she was saying how she read an article, how Mac Miller's family felt like if Mac didn't win, they wanted Cardi B to win. They wanted her to win. And so that was her security. That was her saying, you know what, if they wanted me to win, then that means that I should have had this Grammy Award. But I'm here to say she should have had it anyway because she worked hard for it. All right. Let's see. Yolanda Adams, Fantasia, Audra, is it O'Day? They gave a good performance. I was hoping that they would sing more songs. I was hoping that Diana Ross would do more songs. I couldn't understand why they didn't perform more of Aretha's songs. Hopefully we'll get a good tribute though. I'm sure we will at the Soul Train Awards. I'm sure of that. So, but they did do good. Audra, I like Audra O'Day. Is it O'Day, y'all? Please correct me in the comments. But Audra just wasn't strong enough to roll with Yolanda and Fantasia. Y'all, Yolanda and Fantasia are like a dynamic duo. Strong. And Audra is strong, but she couldn't keep up with them two. She couldn't, but she tried. She tried, so I'm going to give her props for that. Drake came out. He won his award. He did his speech. And when he said that the Oscars, none of that matters, nobody cares about that, you don't need that, they call themselves paying him back later. They cut his speech off. Y'all heard that. And he probably won't be invited back next year. But I think he was up for an award after that he did not win. And they say that's because he snubbed and he had the nerve to disrespect the Grammy people, not the Oscars, but the Grammy people. So y'all keep on the lookout. Drake may not be back next year. Lady Gaga, who I don't know why she was trying to act like she was so surprised when she won her awards. Who didn't think Lady Gaga was going to win a couple of awards? But y'all need to pray for Lady Gaga. Just based on her speech, I could tell that she's had some issues. And I've seen Lady Gaga's documentary before. And it was on, was it HBO or Showtime? And I think she struggles with some mental health issues herself. And but I like Lady Gaga. She's very creative. Yes, she be putting 20 on 10 most of the time. And she's definitely really dramatic, but she's very talented. She is one of those artists that if she makes a song, Every time she makes a song, and this is my experience, if I hear it on the radio and I have never seen who made it, I would never know that it's her. She is so versatile until she can make pop music, country music. She could probably make a rap song and some other type of music, and you would never know that it's Lady Gaga. And to me, that is talent as well, because she can change up her style and she never gets boring. You know what I mean? She'll always be relevant because of the way she can change in the industry. And I like that about her. I commend her for that. I ain't big on her music either, but I give props where props are due. And I will say that she's very talented. And she's also an actress. So go ahead on, Lady Gaga. I guess she deserved, because what has she won? About 35 Grammys by now? She's won a lot of them. Okay, this Dua Lipa person, I never seen or heard of this girl. She came out there and she brought the other girl on stage with her. All I saw was two nasty women. I was like, who is these nasty women up here? Almost kissing each other on the stage. I didn't know who she was, never heard of her, but she won a Grammy. Congratulations, but I didn't care for that song at all. And I won't miss if I don't ever see her again. That's not a diss to her or anything. I just didn't know who she was or what she was singing. All right. Let's see. Katy Perry. Katy Perry looked good last night. Katy looked good. I had not seen Katy in a long time, but she looked good. She really did. Michelle Obama came out there and stood with Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett looked good last night. Michelle Obama was getting a standing ovation before she ever got to the stage. She could barely get her speech out in the beginning. And it was good to see Michelle. It's always good to see Michelle Obama. She really makes me proud. I like her. I really like her. My heart was all warm and bubbly on the inside. And I was like, you go ahead, First Lady. She'll always be a First Lady to me. You know what I mean? Let's see. Of course, I'm going to get to the last thing in a minute. Miley Cyrus. Now, Miley Cyrus still don't know how to dress, okay? But she's come a long way. I think she's married now, so she's grown a little bit. Because Lord knows she's been out there, okay? But y'all know what? It may be something wrong with my ears. There may literally be something wrong with my ears. But I like Miley Cyrus. I like to hear her sing. That little country thing got a strong voice. I mean, she looked like an ant by the head, by that big ant head she got. She funny looking. But Miley Cyrus can really sing to me. She always has been able to sing to me. I've always thought she had a very strong voice. Very strong voice. And I just wanted to mention that. I like her. Every song she sings, I kind of like her music. Well, this is the main thing here. Now, when they said J-Lo was going to do the Motown tribute, I swear my spirit was vexed. I was like, J-Lo going to do the Motown tribute. They couldn't find nobody else. I'm like, Fantasia was right there tonight. Stevie Wonder was there. Diana Ross was there. Alicia Keys was there. They could have called Lauryn Hill. I mean, they would have had to go pick her up and bring her there the day before, because we know she's always late everywhere she goes, but they could have got her. She wasn't doing nothing for real, for real. They couldn't find nobody else? Oh, y'all, J-Lo. I ain't got nothing against J-Lo. J-Lo is a performer to her heart. She can perform. She can't sing now, but she is a performer to her heart. I can't take that away from her. But when she did her show, when she did that Motown tribute, all I saw was J-Lo doing her normal Latino performance. All I saw was Las Vegas all over, okay? But Motown, I did not see. We heard her lip syncing. They say it was lip sync. I don't know for sure. But we heard her sing some snippets from about 6 or 7 songs. We know J-Lo is not a singer, but she be trying, though. She tries. Y'all, I don't even know what to say. All I know is it did not give me Motown tease. It gave me everything except Motown. I didn't get a Motown tribute at all from that, okay? All I got was J-Lo up there shaking and thumping and twerking and bopping, and she looked good for 50 years old. I have to give her that. She looks good. But that right there, she should have left that alone. Y'all tell me, was the Grammys on a budget this year and they couldn't afford to call people to perform? What was going on? Anyway, it was terrible, okay? It was just a terrible Motown tribute. It was a good performance for J-Lo, but it was a terrible Motown performance. That's all I got to say about that. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but I do know, thankfully, because now I really want to see a real Motown tribute. Well, I was reading some stuff. I did a little digging, a little research, whatever, and I saw that on the Billboard.com page, that they are actually tomorrow, as a matter of fact, they're going to film a salute, because allegedly that what J-Lo did on the Grammys last night was a prelude to a real Motown tribute that's going to be happening tomorrow night. It's going to be allegedly in Los Angeles. Allegedly. It's going to be in Los Angeles, and it's going to be a tribute to the Motown Records. It's going to be filmed. It's not going to air tomorrow. We don't know yet when it's going to be aired. But it's going to be a special, which several sources confirmed to the Billboard continues the tradition of the Grammys taking advantage of the Talent in Town Post Awards ceremony to put together an all-star tribute. So what they're going to be doing is going to be several great performers there at this particular event. Let's see. It's going to be at the Shrine Auditorium. It's going to be, let's see, hold on. I want to make sure I give y'all the right information. It doesn't have an air date, like I said. And there are going to be many, many great performers. And some of them are going to be the original Motown performers, all right? Let's see. They say it will be presented on CBS. We know that for a fact. I forgot, y'all, they had a whole list of the people that were going to perform on this particular special, but it's supposed to be really good, and I can't wait for that. Again, we don't know when it's going to air, but I look forward to it. That's all I know. I look forward to it, because after J-Lo did what she did, they need to redeem themselves. They really need to redeem themselves. I'm just, come on now. So yeah, that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be doing an actual Motown tribute tomorrow night in Los Angeles. They're going to film it. We don't know when it's going to air, but when it airs, it's going to be on CBS, y'all. So y'all keep your ear out and your eyes out for that. And hopefully it will definitely satisfy our Motown craving, because I was looking forward to. I'm not old, but I'm old school, and when I want to see, when somebody tells me they're gonna do a Motown tribute, I'm expecting a Motown tribute, okay? And I don't appreciate Stevie Wonder coming in and just trying to clean up the stuff and trying to make people somehow feel sorry for J-Lo. I'm sorry, J-Lo shouldn't have even taken that to task, okay? She just should have left that alone. She really should have. So anyway, that's all I wanted to mention, y'all. I really just wanted to highlight the things that I remember the most about the Grammys last night. It was all right. It was okay. Take it or leave it. I could have taken it or left it, okay? So anyway, y'all have a great rest of the night, and I'll probably have some real news tomorrow for y'all. All right, y'all, take care. Thank you for subscribing, those that have done so. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.